This is the WP Week podcast, powered by Profile Press, 20i, and WP Job Openings. This week, the WordPress ecosystem saw active community debates, important security updates, and other key developments shaping the platform. Profile Press lets you sell subscriptions, digital downloads, courses, and restrict content with Stripe and PayPal integration. Looking for better hosting? Upgrade to auto-scaling WordPress hosting. From 20i for always on, always fast performance you'll fall in love with. See the difference and get your first month for only $1. And WP Job Openings is the easiest way to set up a professional career page and start accepting applications in just minutes. This week in WordPress, one of the biggest talking points comes from Themium, which has merged Droip into Kirki. That effectively turns Kirki from a customizer framework into a hybrid builder plus customizer. It's a big shift, and while it expands what the plugin can do, it's also sparking debate about whether it's moving too far away from its original purpose. Staying on the bigger picture, the WordPress community team has now opened applications for host cities for WordCamp India. This is a big one because it's set to become the 4th flagship WordCamp, with the deadline for applications at the end of June 2026. At the same time, there's a strong push toward more hands-on learning in the community. Destiny Cano is building a meetup activity library, which is a collection of structured, peer-reviewed kits to help organizers run interactive sessions instead of just talks. These will include facilitator guides, slides, and even AI prompts to help people create their own sessions. Accessibility is also seeing steady progress. Rianne Reitveld has shared updates to the WP Accessibility Knowledge Base, including expanded guidance on alt text, headings, and more. There's also ongoing work on testing documentation and even a proposed Can I Use section for block accessibility. And speaking of learning, a WordPress Academy pilot in Krakow brought together more than 60 high school students for hands-on training. They worked on real projects while learning setup, SEO, accessibility, and even AI tools. Along similar lines, WordPress student clubs are starting to build momentum. They are turning one-off Campus Connect events into ongoing student-led communities. Its impact is already showing up in events like AgeMer's International Women's Day meetup. On the product side, Gutenberg 23.2 is set to introduce a UI for managing custom post types directly inside the admin. WooCommerce has also released a subscriptions health check tool, helping store owners identify subscriptions stuck on manual renewal after a recent bug. Now, shifting into security, and there's quite a bit to cover this week. The Breeze Cache vulnerability has been patched, so updating is important here. Austin Ginder has also uncovered backdoors in 2 plugins, Scroll to Top and Quick Page Post Redirect, both of which have now been closed. Although some affected sites may still need manual cleanup. There's also a bigger infrastructure concern, with a critical cPanel 0-day that was actively exploited for months before a patch was released. On top of that, WordFence reported 157 vulnerabilities in a single week across plugins and themes. Also, a supply chain attack hit PyTorch Lightning with malicious versions designed to steal developer credentials. In legal news, a judge has ordered Matt Mullenweg to provide a sworn declaration. This is related to alleged data deletion and preservation issues involving communications and plugin reviews. Moving into community updates, Rodolfo Malogli has published an open letter reflecting on the WooCommerce ecosystem. He highlights its strengths, but also calls for closer collaboration. Meanwhile, the WP Minute has launched a beginner-friendly course led by Topher DeRosia to help more people get started with contributing to WordPress. Community events are also continuing to grow. The London WordPress Meetup group is looking for sponsors to keep its events free, whereas the Uganda Website Projects Competition 2026 is set to bring student teams together this June to showcase their work. On the business and product side, ZipRP has dropped its pricing significantly across all plans. Hostinger's 2025 sustainability report highlights strong AI-driven growth and fully renewable-powered data centers, along with over 4.6 million users. Seed is celebrating 20 years, marking its journey from early WordPress contributions to a global team. There are also plenty of product updates coming in. The Ollie pattern library has been redesigned with faster browsing and AI-powered features. WooCommerce is testing a new product variations editor as part of Radical Speed Month. Beaver Builder is teasing an AI builder, and Lifter LMS 10.0 is on the way. A few more updates worth noting. Quick Edit is being integrated into the WooCommerce product catalog experience. WPMU Dev has launched an unlimited hosting plan. WP Umbrella has crossed 70,000 active installs, and FlyWP has added support for Cloudflare Origin CA certificates. MailerPress 2.0 is now available with advanced automation features. Scanfully has introduced email deliverability monitoring, and ModularDS has added tools for migrations, staging, and backups. WordPress.com has also introduced a new short-form blogging theme called Blurt. We're also seeing new experiments and conversations shaping the ecosystem. Concilium is a new multi-agent dashboard project coming out of Automatic's Radical Speed Month. Woo's design team has joined X to share updates and gather feedback. There's also some ongoing discussion in the community. Anita is raising concerns that plugin developers may be missing their real buyers by focusing too much on technical users. At the same time, Rayhan Arif is questioning the rise of leaving WordPress narratives, suggesting they may not always reflect genuine usage. Jason Coleman is looking for a developer to collaborate on M- and Astro. Secure Custom Fields now has a handbook on WordPress.org. Contributions to open source are also increasing, with VLT doubling its pledge, and Ghost has now been recognized as a digital public good. And finally, let's talk about new projects, because there's a lot happening here, and each one brings something different to the table. CoverKit is a new tool that lets you turn posts, products, and custom fields into repeatable, branded visuals. The key idea here is that everything runs within your own server and workflow, so you're not relying on external design tools. WP HealthKit is taking a more security-focused approach. It's an AI-powered audit tool that scans plugins and themes using multiple verification layers, combining deterministic scanners with AI engines. It doesn't just flag issues, it also provides severity levels and even suggests exact code fixes. Recently Edited is all about improving the editing experience. It helps you navigate and manage content faster, with features like quick access to posts, inline editing, and better visibility into what's been changed. There's also a plugin focused on compliance. EU withdrawal compliance adds the required withdrawal functionality for online stores, which becomes mandatory in June 2026. For developers, WP Block Composer is a useful addition. It's designed to help generate block configurations and boilerplate code, making it easier to experiment and build with blocks. On the monitoring side, WP Beacon is a new project that keeps track of plugins on WordPress.org. It looks at authors, committers, and release patterns to flag suspicious activity like ownership changes or unusual updates. Another developer-focused tool is WP Block Grab. This one helps AI coding assistants work more accurately with the block editor by identifying the exact file and component behind any selected element. Shorthand for WordPress is bringing storytelling workflows directly into WordPress. Instead of creating content externally and embedding it later, you can now create and publish stories from within your site. GigPress Reborn is a revival of the classic GigPress plugin. It brings back functionality for managing live shows, tour dates, artists, and venues, which is especially useful for musicians and event-based sites. Static Site Importer is another practical tool. It allows you to take a static HTML site and bring it into a WordPress block theme, which can save a lot of time when migrating older projects. There's also a YouTube integration plugin from WebDev Studios. It connects your channel and automatically imports videos as native posts, complete with titles, descriptions, featured images, and embed-ready links. RTCamp has released 3 new connectors for the WordPress AI plugin. These include integrations for OpenRouter, LM Studio, and a universal OpenAI connector, giving developers more flexibility in how they work with AI. Craft Forms is a new form builder plugin that focuses on speed and usability. It includes a drag-and-drop interface, built-in spam protection, email template design, and REST API endpoints out of the box. That wraps up this week's roundup, packed with releases, milestones, new tools, and plenty of movement across the ecosystem. Thanks for listening to the WP Week podcast, sponsored by Profile Press, 20i, and WP Job Openings. We'll catch you next week with more stories from the world of WordPress.